we have to get to this because we're a couple weeks late on it because we just haven't had a chance to get to it, is the Brewers City Connect. So let's go quick and then we'll wrap things up. All right. These were unveiled a couple weeks ago. They played, and then this last weekend. Brig, first, before we get too deep into it, let's break it down. So they have the primary baby blue color with like a yellow and white ring on the sleeves and at the neck, and then they say Brew Crew on them in yellow with like a navy drop shadow.
Yeah,
but it's kind of like a font you would find in like Canva. And then the hats say MKE. They're meant to be like neon lights. And then the one touch that I think is cool is on the right sleeve, they have a charcoal grill with baseball stitches on it. That even has like smoke coming out the top.
Yep.
I do like that. That's my favorite part of the entire thing. But Brig, give me your initial impressions of this look.
So my initial impressions were, what? Like, that was my initial impression. I have to say I called it again.
Yes.
Because of the color combo, and they went with the people's flag of Milwaukee or whatever it is. So I called it with the color combo. The sleeves, I did a little reading up on it. The sleeves, yellow on the bottom of that cuff, white on the top, is supposed to represent a glass of beer. Actually, the white is foam around the top of the
that
cuff
makes sense.
for the beer, the yellow beer underneath. That's what that is. I don't think they have a monopoly on tailgating in Milwaukee and
I don't think so either.
Grilling, but I do understand like the bratwurst, culture that they have there, which is a huge deal.
Like they have like the sausage race, right?
Yeah, yep. The other thing is on the hats, the MKE is like the airport code, and then behind it is their area code. 414 is stitched.
I see.
Yeah, it's stitched in behind the MKE, and that just looks like a bag of garbage.
Well, so I thought it was supposed to be like, how with neon lights, how they're connected with the bars behind them?
Yeah,
I thought that's what that was.
Area code.
That looks bad.
It's bad. And with I read an article where somebody made this point, and I thought it was terrific. I wish I could remember who it was. They said it might have been on Uniwatch.
Okay.
But I think it was. Anyway, the guy on Uniwatch said, nobody, like, we live in a global climate. Like, nobody is retaining their origin, or nobody's changing area codes anymore. You buy your cell phone or wherever you are, and then you carry your number with you everywhere you go. So the 414 is only for OG people, and I think that excludes even a huge amount of the fan base that maybe moved to Milwaukee.
Well, I mean,
and become
to
fans.
that, I mean, you live in South Carolina and do not have a South Carolina area code. I live in Arizona and do not have an Arizona area code. My wife lived in Washington literally for 6 weeks and has a Washington area code on her phone.
Exactly.
People ask her all the time if that's where she's from. She's like, no, I lived there for a month and a half. Like, yeah. Area codes are basically obsolete as far as identification goes.
Right, and then but they're being used here. I got an issue with that. Stylistically, it looks like garbage. But other than that, I think the jerseys are fine. I love the baby blue. I think they're hitting the baby blue a little hard this year. All the way around, both with this year and last year's Nike releases on like the Nike treatment jerseys that we started to see.
Yeah,
I like that they're hitting it hard there, but I think that it's carrying too much into the City Connect stuff as well. And now it's getting a little too much. Now it's not cool anymore.
It's not a novelty anymore.
Right.
Yeah, well, and so my big thing is like I like that they went with the white pants. They could have gone with baby blue pants, but they stuck with white. I think that's great. But like I said, that font just feels really cheap to me.
It looks like a video game, like a cheap video game font,
like an early '90s video game is what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
It looks like something I would have done as a high schooler for a project, like design a jersey.
Not bad.
There's a cool font. Throw it on there. It doesn't belong on a professional jersey. It belongs on, again, a travel ball team uniform or a beer league softball uniform. That's to me what that font belongs on, not on a major league field.
I don't think I would go that far because the point of the City Connect is to let your hair down a little bit. It is to be fun.
Right.
It's supposed to be less formal. So I'm not like disgusted by it. It's not.
I don't want to say I'm disgusted.
Not for me.
I don't want to say I'm disgusted. It doesn't scream Major League Baseball uniform.
You know what it looks like? It looks like the newest energy drink can. That's what it looks like.
It does look like
it looks like somebody put an energy drink or a pre-workout powder in a bottle and they're marketing it to gamers, and that's what it looks like.
Yeah,
and it's fine.
You're right.
It's not bad, but that's what it speaks to me.